Vicki, tell us a little bit about Think and what it is you do.
Well, I am working in operations for Think North America. It is a newly formed subsidiary of Think Global, which is based in Oslo, Norway. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. It's north of Oslo. This little company has been around probably 15 to 17 years, and so, like Bill said, it keeps getting resurrected. Recently, probably in the last 18 months, it was picked up by a very successful Norwegian businessman who went around and got some funding and got the plant back up and running again. Then he came over to the U.S. and found some venture capitalists here in the States and started Think North America. We officially launched April of this year. We're in temporary headquarters out in Menlo Park, and we are just now getting all the little pieces put together, working with various battery suppliers to try to improve the range and the speed on the vehicle. Currently, we just have one model that we'll be bringing to the U.S. sometime later in 2009. It's a two-seater city car. Again, fully electric, battery electric vehicle. Price point has not been set yet. We hope to bring it in at the price of a current hybrid today, somewhere in the mid-20s. And I'm just going to give you the real quick, brief overview of my background. I started in this industry about 12 years ago, launching Bombardier's first low-speed electric vehicle. And I went to go work for Ford, and we launched the Think in the United States in roughly around 2000. I handled the Northeast for Ford Motor Company, launching Think's low-speed electric vehicle plus the city car that Ford had bought in Norway at the time. We had the cars here for about 3 years. I don't know if any of you remember them. We only had 100 of them. They did not meet all the U.S. safety specs. They didn't have airbags, so they could only stay here for 3 years, and then had to go back. I closed down Think back around 2003, 2004, and went off to work, finishing my MBA and went to a research lab. And then went to work for Zen Motor Company, launching their little low-speed electric vehicle. Can't seem to get away from those things. But then I got the opportunity to come back, and when Think got resurrected, and launched them again. So it was a very exciting opportunity after spending a year having to ship them back, to be able to bring them back here to the United States, and that's kind of what I'm doing.
Just for people who may not be familiar, what's the difference between a city electric car and a low-speed electric car?
A low-speed electric vehicle can only go 25 miles an hour. The minute it goes 26 miles an hour, it has to meet every single safety regulation as an F-150. So a low-speed electric vehicle is currently legal in about 45 states. It can only travel on roads posted speed limits of 35 miles an hour or less. It has to have certain safety features like seat belts and headlights and horns and things like that, but it doesn't have to have airbags and some of the other crash testing that has to go through with any other vehicle. They are gaining in popularity, and they're always real popular when fuel goes up, as people start realizing, you know what, all my roads that I go to work and travel around are 35 or less. Why do I need to fire up my big SUV? I might as well just jump in a little low-speed vehicle that costs me, what, $10,000, $12,000 and 30 cents of electricity, and be able to go 30 miles on the range. A city vehicle, like what Think is producing now, is highway capable. It has a top speed of about 65 and a range right now about 124 miles on the charge.